Hello and welcome to coverage of Grand Prix Montreal. Marshall Sutcliffe in the booth with Randy Buehler. We're in round 9. This is the last one. Both of these players are sitting on 7-1, meaning they're both clear into day 2. Wow. A Crone Crusader turn 1. See, this sealed format is different than sealed formats of the past. You can be aggressive.
Yes.
He's sitting at 7-1 with the Crone Crusader in his deck. Beatdowns are possible. He plays Temple of Abandon here on turn 2, though. Not ideal.
We do not have deck lists yet, is that true? Or are these deck lists? We have deck lists for the other match. Hilarious. Yeah, Alexander Hayne's deck, though, we watched him build this.
That's right.
We just showed the deck build. He went green-blue, heavy on the green, trying his best to be as consistent as he possibly can.
Jeez, the most
is
aggressive possible for Adam Boyling. Now Impetuous Sunchaser. These are two fringe playables in the aggressive decks that you see in draft, and he's got both of them in sealed. So beatdown plan A, but Alexander Hayne, he told me his whole deck revolves around not dying early, casting 5-drops. Once he gets to 5s and 6s, he feels like his deck can take over the game.
Oh, Opaline Unicorn holding off the
wow.
Crusader.
Are you surprised by that?
What, you would have just attacked Crusader and
Oh,
Unicorn?
you bet I would.
Yeah, Hayne does not seem like the kind of guy who would block and risk a Unicorn there.
No way. Especially because Hayne's going to untap, cast a 5, and your Crusader is going to be worthless anyway.
You would have gotten a point.
Oh, give me that point of damage. I'm in Mike Turian mode there.
Well, there's 5 mana.
And there it is, Snake of the Golden Grove.
2 blue.
Serpent of the Golden Oath.
For the record, 3 blue.
Yeah. You're going to keep track every time he resolves a snake. Now, he's got 2 of those snakes. So that might have been the snake, the original snake.
Sure, sure.
But as you see, Alexander Hayne pops right back up to 20 life because Adam Boyling is not in a position where he can let Alex have a 7-7. He just can't. So both creatures attack, and you see Alex doesn't waste no time at all taking the damage. He cannot block either creature. Oh, wow, Annex and Cymede here for Adam Boyling, and you can start to get a good feel. I mean, this looks like a straight-up draft
We understand
deck.
his deck.
Yeah. He's left
a
double
1, a
red
2,
mana
a 3, and a
out.
4.
Double
Well,
red mana doesn't mean much here.
Yeah, I mean, he had to tap the planes for Annex and Cymede.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm wondering, you know, what Alex can be thinking of, but there's not a ton here. Targeting Annex and Cymede during your turn doesn't do a lot anyway.
Wow.
And Alex is going to battle with 4/4, so he's clearly got a replacement 5-drop of some sort here. Or maybe a couple of creatures. There's a Swordwise Centaur for Alex to kick things off. A land. And so 2 3/2s added to the board, thanks to Agent of Horizons as well. And he's going to ship the turn back. So can Adam come up with a big turn here? I mean, he's threatening absolutely tons of damage here. I think the only card that Adam has to worry about, I can only think of 2, Retraction Helix and Aspect of Hydra are the only 2
off the Unicorn
that even kind of matter here, yeah. Even then, they're not amazing. And of course, Helix doesn't do anything here, so it's really just Aspect.
2 cards? 3.
All right, well, he sends them into the red zone. The flyer doesn't seem relevant. Emissary would have to be double blocked.
Right.
And then it's...
Yeah, this isn't great. Annex and Cymede gives +1/+1 to all your creatures, gives them trample, and it has first strike itself. Or should I say they have first strike themselves.
Sure.
This is just a nightmare.
Do you double block the Emissary?
Wow, he's chumping here with... So this actually does say, doesn't it, that he's got Aspect of Hydra here?
I mean, he's putting a 3/2 in front of a 3/2 first striker.
Yeah, you're not...
Something
no
appears
way
to be up.
Yeah, there's no way Alexander Hayne is chumping. I think if I'm Adam Boyling...
He runs an Aspect, right?
He does. But even, I think if I'm Adam, I'm just assuming
All right.
that he's got that. All right, so
Orders
he's going to order those, and Mortal's Ardor on Annex and Cymede. He's going to pick it up and read it.
So it gets plus, you can have +1/+1 trample creature.
It's funny. You only see new players pick up cards and read them, or really good players pick up cards and read them, because they're over it and they're not ashamed to double check. There it is, Aspect of Hydra
It's
for
still
Alex.
good enough, right?
Let's see, it's +1, 2, 3, 4. So it's +4, +4. And
Yeah, you can have +1, +1 in lifelink. Your other
and
guys get bigger.
so it's got 6 toughness now. So yes,
Does this mean does the emissary still die? Emissary still dies also,
Emissary
right?
has
Taking
4 toughness here, and it's taking 4. So yes.
Wow. Hayne lined that up. That was not the right trick for Adam Boyling.
No, but it does take out both of the creatures there for Alex on Alex's
that
side.
Seems fine.
So that's
it's 2
okay.
for 2.
Yes.
It was basically a 3 for 3 trade, but if you're the aggro player, like suddenly Adam's entire board presence is completely gone, and Alexander Hayne is sitting on a 4/4 and a 3/2.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you came up to me in the middle of a game and I was in Alex seats and Randy says, how would you like it if after this turn he has Impetuous Sunchaser and a Crone Crusader and you have a 4/4 and a 3/2? I'd be like, I'll take that deal.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam basically, I don't think Adam played it wrong. I mean, his deck basically demands that he go in super aggressive. And
Yes.
he did have a trick for Annex and Simedi. It just wasn't good enough. Well, I mean, Alex had a trick back.
Yes.
And Alex's trick back was better.
Here's Chorus of the
3/2
Tides
fire.
now for Alexander Hayne, and
Even the Sunchaser's
this
been
just looks
effectively
ridiculous
blanked.
now. 10 power.
Is he holding
Versus
Skyguard and
1.
Deathbellow Raider? Those aren't super relevant. Block. It's a little late for bluffing.
I like the block there
yeah,
too.
I do too.
Just
I
to
mean,
show him, I know you don't have it.
Well, even if he had a trick there, the trick is probably going to make it a trade. Like it's a 1/1 attacking into a 3/2.
Right.
Most of the tricks are, +2 power-ish. It's not like God's Willing would have pumped up the Sunchaser.
No, it's only
There aren't many tricks that
+2
blow
a
out there.
+0 first strike. And even then, it's still a 1-for-1.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, in with the team. A
Oh, it
Crone
wasn't Deathbellow Raider,
Skyguard.
it was
It was
Oh,
Fearsome
jeez.
Temper, but jeez. Alexander Hayne with a couple of well-timed green combat tricks
all the answers.
is going to put Adam Boyling at 0 non-land permanents on the board, and he goes for the old draw
now
scoop.
it's 0 total permanents
Yep.
on the board. Time for game 2.
Wow. So
Wow.
Alex, even though he was under some pressure, and
He
even
was.
though Adam's draw was quite nice,
I
he was
agree.
able to get full value off of 2 combat tricks, Aspect of Hydra and a Savage Surge, and really just dominate that game. You can see why he's a gold pro
Yep.
with a Pro Tour top 8 and a victory.
Yeah, one Pro Tour
for
top
one.
8, it was a win.
Yeah.
5 Grand Prix top 8s, 3 of them are wins.
Unbelievable.
He's a closer.
He is a closer.
And just, great player all around. And he's already got more pro points this year than last year. So, with 37, 2 Pro Tours to go, maybe he'll pick some points up at this Grand Prix. He's looking very good for Platinum, looking very
It's
good for
45 for
Worlds.
Platinum, right?
45,
Uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, the 2 Pro Tours is 4 bare minimum, so
Uh-huh.
he's at 41 before he wins another match.
Right.
So
And he's making day 2 here regardless, and he's also up a game potentially going to be X1 heading into day 2.
to be fair, he has to top 16 to help his pro point total, though.
Okay.
He's got 3 wins.
Oh, right.
This season, you're only allowed to count 5 Grand Prix toward your.
And he has 3
pro point
wins
standings. He has
on them?
3 wins, a top 16 and top 32.
All right. So he's doing it the old-fashioned way.
The interesting thing, though, the battle to be the captain of the Canadian World Magic Cup team is quite heated.
Is it really?
Sean McLaren just won a Pro Tour.
Right.
Now, McLaren doesn't travel to Grand Prix very much.
Uh-huh.
He
didn't.
Well, no, he doesn't. He's still not here, and he's didn't think it was worth the trip.
Interesting.
And he's in kind of an interesting spot because as a Pro Tour winner,
Yes.
he's guaranteed to get to play the World Championships.
Yes.
He's guaranteed Platinum for the
Yep.
rest of this year, and he's guaranteed Platinum next year.
So the question is, what's his incentive?
His incentive, does he want to be the captain of the Canadian World Magic Cup team is the biggest incentive.
And it looks
also,
like-
is it going to be fun to go play Magic?
Yeah.
How, do I want to pay the travel expenses? And
Sure.
those are kind of relevant. But yeah, Hayne is 3 points behind him right now.
Okay.
McLaren is on, I believe, 40, and then we just see Hayne was on 37. Yeah, and Hayne is tied with Jacob Wilson on 37. The Canadians are kicking ass at Magic.
They
lately.
really are. They really, really are.
All 3 of those guys are, high up in the Player of the Year standings.
Yeah.
All 3 of them seem likely to be Platinum at this point. All 3 of them would love to go play Worlds, and likely to get to play Worlds at this point. Only one of them gets to captain the Canadian World Magic Cup team, though.
It looks like
Hayne was absolutely aware of that, too. I talked to him.
He is?
Oh, yeah. I talked to him. He was like, yeah, 3 points back. He knew
Okay.
exactly where he was.
And with a great start to this GP, if he can close out day one, put himself in a position to make a run for that top 16 that he needs to improve.
Well, what he said was he just wanted to improve his performance from the last GP Montreal, where he finished second.
Second, right.
He lost the final to Rich Owen.
Yeah. All right, another one drop here from Adam
Soldier
Boyling.
Pantheon, that's a good one.
Just an incredibly aggressive deck from Adam. Is it fast enough to beat Alexander Hayne's deck? Alex was perfectly aware of the scenario where he gets beaten down early, even enough to include not one but 2 Bronze Sables just to shore up his early game, and another great curve for Adam Boyling.
Yeah.
Yes, just to block.
Bronze Sable?
There it is.
Yeah, that trades with Soldier of the Pantheon just fine.
It certainly does. But
This is why you put Bronze Sable in a deck like Alex's.
all right, so 3 planes to kick things off here, though, for Adam Boyling.
Does he not have any red mana, or is he just kind of playing possum?
Not sure, but he's only attacking for 1 this turn. Whoa!
Oh, jeez.
What a 1, 2, 3 rare,
best common in the set.
and then
Rare.
mythic rare. That's
Wow.
Brimaz right there.
That is.
And that is good. I mean, I think
king of
that
the cats.
might be the sentence that we wanted there, Randy. That is. Wow.
And an enchantment for my Skyguard.
Chosen by Heliod. That's going to potentially draw him a card. Pump up his Akroan Skyguard. He has multiple combat tricks in hand now.
Who needs red mana?
And in they come.
Cat tokens? Yeah.
Do you attack with Soldier there?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
Remember, Aspect of Hydra does nothing right now.
I mean, Soldier will get blocked by Bronze Sable.
Yes. But the question is, like, does Alexander Hayne, after having passed the turn, have Savage Surge in his hand? Right? And does he want to throw it on Bronze Sable and block Brimaz, which I assuming is that he would make that play if it was open to him.
He would.
In which case Soldier can sneak by, but that was not the case. Instead, it's Nylea's Emissary after a 4th Forest from Alexander Hayne, and he's in big trouble.
We thought
here.
Hayne had fallen a bit behind in game 1.
No
He was
kidding.
able to come back. This game, it's all forests. He's so much farther behind.
This is unbelievable. Soldier, the Pantheon, Akroan, Skyguard, Brimaz, and now they're all attacking. And Adam's sitting there holding Battle-Wise Valor.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, he's threatening lethal here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Is it really?
8, 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Jeez. So I think Sable has to block Pantheon. I think Emissary tries to eat one of the cats. I mean, how are you going to do better than that?
You just take your medicine.
I mean, what's he going to do? He could double block Brimaz? Is the other thing, but then he loses. Yeah, I mean, double block Brimaz was terrible.
I mean, Bronze Sable
I
and
think this
Brimaz
is
are
better,
both
though.
cats. Like, that's
They
fair, right?
Yes. Brimaz will choose to kill the Emissary instead of the cat, so yes. He's a fan of the Bronze Sable. But yeah, Alex likes the first block I suggested. Now you said Adam has Battle-Wise Valor?
He does.
So he
can't
could
kill him
effectively
this turn,
kill the
but-
Emissary.
Yes.
Like, he could also save his Soldier of the Pantheon. I would kill the Emissary. How much damage is he dealing? 3, 4, 5, 6. It's +3 if he points it at the Flying Skyguard.
Yeah, that could be for 9, and it could just be too much no matter what. But he's just going to stay conservative and just hold on to Battle. He also might just have something to add to the board.
Yeah, no, if he's got a creature to play, then this line makes a lot of sense.
I mean, why not Fabled Hero, right? Like,
Traveling
all right,
Philosopher.
Finally.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah, now Battle-Wise Valor on Skyguard is lethal. Even if he can't get through with a ground creature. It seems likely to get through with a ground creature.
Especially because he gets a free one from Brimaz as well.
Hayne really needs to play a snake. I don't think he'll get to gain a life if he plays snake.
No, you're correct.
He'll get the counters and then die.
And then die.
But if he was playing a control magic, it would be rotting in his hand because he only has forests.
So one Randy, one Hayne.
Does have an island in his hand.
Yeah, he
Maybe
does.
he's trolling me. Maybe he's got 2 islands in
Could
his
be.
hand.
I mean, he's got some really powerful cards. You know, he has. Well, I was just going to say that Arbor Colossus in his deck.
Wow.
That helps a lot here.
Is that enough?
It is.
Not really.
Why?
Because unblocked
Oh, you're
creatures
right.
plus Battle-Wise Valor
You're
is going
right.
to add up to 5 no matter, like,
You're right.
even
Yeah.
if he blocks the 2 biggest creatures, which is probably not the right block from Hayne's seat.
No, you're right.
Traveling Philosopher, 2 cat tokens, and a Battle-Wise Valor.
Yep. Add a cat token.
And there's no mana on
that
Hayne's
just
side to
does
bluff
it,
with.
right? He can block a Chronos Skyguard with his Colossus. He can throw.
Yeah,
He
I
can
mean,
chump block, and then he's dead anyway.
Boyling could flash Battle-Wise Valor, and Hayne would just scoop them up, but he'll go through the motions here. Yep.
And now he flashes
Wow.
Battle-Wise Valor.
What a draw.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Adam
you're
Boyling.
not. Most people, you can't build a sealed deck like that. But
No.
Adam clearly saw his pool and lined it up, and is like, "Wow,
Yeah,
I
he
can."
sat down. He said, "I draft this deck all the time. What's the problem?"
Yeah. Oh, he's also got 2 Hopeful Eidolons in white. Yeah, the white seems like it just leapt out of the pool at him. Soldier of the Pantheon, Traveling Philosopher, Ordeal, 2 Hopeful Eidolons, God's Willing, and that's just in Theros.
Let's take a look at our upcoming webcast schedule. We've got GP Cincinnati next weekend alongside GP Vienna. We're going to be bringing you Cincinnati, that's standard, and then Vienna is going to be brought to you by our European coverage team. The Magic Online Championship, the MOX. This is a championship. This is for a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Pro Tour seat, all that kind of stuff. The one that Reed Duke won a few years ago, if you remember, March 28th through 30th. We're going to be bringing you that. I'm really stoked for that. That's going to be a cool event with some neat formats too. GP Phoenix is after that, standard, April 5th through 6th. I think Channel Fireball's covering that one.
Yep. I think LSV and Sperling is what I heard.
Is that what it is? Okay. Grand Prix Nagoya. Theros, Born of the Gods, Seal Draft, same format for Grand Prix Philadelphia and the same weekend. Nagoya is going to be brought to you on Nico Nico for our Japanese viewers. I don't know if you can get Nico Nico in the States. It's
Really?
I think it's a subscription or something. You can
think
get
you
it?
can.
Oh, Rashad says you can get it. All right.
Sweet. You have to be able to read Japanese,
Sure,
but other
yeah.
than that, no problem.
Okay. And if you can't read Japanese, Grand Prix Philadelphia,
Ben Stark
twitch.tv/magic.
joining the team for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to having Ben Stark in the booth. There's our feature match area. You know that guy on the back left there? That's Zach Hill.
Normally
He's in a-
sitting in one of our seats.
That's right, but he's in a much different seat now.
He's 8-0 too.
You can see BDM standing behind him.
I'll play first this time. Okay, good luck. Thank you.
Boyling not only has Brimaz, he also has Baby Brimaz. There's a Vanguard
Does he
as well.
really?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Loyal Pegasus made the cut. He's got the Loyal Pegasus, Impetuous Sun Chaser
He has the
1-2,
combo.
Fearsome Temper in the red.
Man, yeah, this is the deck that wants Loyal Pegasus.
Yes.
As many as you can get.
Bolt of Karanos means his mana is not awesome. He's Bolt of Karanos off 6 mountains.
That's his finisher.
I guess.
Think he's ever aimed it at a creature? Nope. Yeah. Oh, and he's also got that temple.
Oh, 7 red.
Yeah.
Right, 7 red.
All right, we're underway here.
Well, Hayne gets to play first for the first time. That helps. Soldier of the Pantheon, turn 1.
And there it is. Pass a turn back. Does Alex have a 2-drop? He does. And it's that Bronze Sable again. So
Yeah.
again, though, Bronze Sable doing work, doing its job here, can jump in front of the soldier if warranted.
And even if Boyling has a trick to win that fight, Alex is fine.
Yep.
Like, he slowed him down and traded Bronze Sable for a card. That's good enough.
Yeah, this is, I think even if you have a trick here and you're Adam, if you can develop your board, you just do that.
One card?
Well, looks like maybe he can't develop his board here, though. I guess he could have the Pegasus or something, but he's going to ship that card to the bottom with his temple and nothing, just pass the turn. So that is music to Alexander Hayne's ears as he's taken 0 damage this game so far. And is going to try to put himself in a spot where he's going to not only be stable, but start just casting much, much bigger things. Look at this, battling with him. Get in there.
Trade, sure.
Wow.
No problem.
Adam Boyling trades it off. And interestingly, Alexander Hayne follows up with a unicorn. So Adam's got to be frustrated. He actually could have attacked with his 2 on there. He must have assumed that there was going to be something bigger than that. Another nothing for Adam Boyling. He plays the land and ships a turn back.
Is this the same deck we saw last game?
This is really weird. And here's a turn 4 Snake of the Golden
4/4 and 4 life.
Yeah.
He's like a mini thread guy, though. Doesn't leave a piece behind. No.
There's that bolt.
Does have the 2 red.
He does.
It does not kill a snake, though.
No, he can kill the unicorn and scry one if he really needs to try to find some heat here. And it looks like he's got a 4-drop, though. Wow, he has that, too. A Cron Phalanx. Man, his deck is sweet.
Yes.
I don't think I got here by skill, did you?
Unicorn attacks?
All right. Casual, double one attack.
And there it is, number 2. Looks like Numathanami's into day 2.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be cracking packs and doing what he's drafted. He drafted Theros over 300 times. That's without Born of the Gods coming out.
Wow.
So he knows how to
The
draft.
hat worked. Battle armor for
Apparently
round
the hat
9.
worked, yeah. And Alexander Hayne on the full beatdown plan here. With a rather scary Agent of Horizons there, if you're in Adam Boyling's seat. I mean, he has just.
Is he running
no
the
real
territorial
pressure.
mind games too? He's just playing his creatures into the red zone?
Yeah, he is. Okay, well, this changes things a bit. There's Hopeful Eidolon, which is going to give that Phalanx +1/+1 and lifelink, which can certainly change a race pretty nicely. Wow. And Alex is going to double block. There's 1 mana available there. Is it God's Willing? It is
God's willing.
Give my guy pro green.
Jeez.
Wow, that's a huge swing for Adam. And the scry to the bottom, likely shipping a land away too, could mean an extra spell in his hand. I guess Alex said, look, I can't race that thing now. I'm going to throw something in front of it right now. And it didn't work out for him. Adam Boyling has God's Willing, uses it to great effect there. What can Alex do to come back? I mean, now he's got to leave that snake back on blocking duty. But here's Area Worshippers, which also just really isn't doing a ton here. I think
You know what would have been awesome there?
What's that?
Siren of Fang's Coast.
That's true. Yes, it would have. So now we're all about combat tricks again, because the 4/4 snake would love to jump in front and take down that Phalanx, but if Adam Boyling has any type of trick, that plan will not work.
He has to block now, though, right? I mean, Alex, he already blocked, traded for a combat trick. I mean, he's depleted.
Yes.
He has reason to believe he's at least depleted Bowling's supply
Yes.
of combat tricks.
Yeah.
And Bowling is pausing before this attack.
I think,
Like, if Bowling has a good trick here, doesn't he attack quicker than this?
yeah, probably. And I think Boyling has Glimpse the Sun God,
Yes.
along with Baby Brumaz in his
And-
Bolt of Keranos.
Okay.
So, Bolt not doing a ton here. I think the time has passed when killing the unicorn is really a big deal.
Yeah.
Alex already still has 5 lands to spare.
Doesn't particularly want to tap everything here.
No, it's awkward. I mean, I guess his play could just be play Vanguard, say go, but Vanguard's not great here either. Like, it's good to advance his board, but it's not like it's changing much here. And yeah, Adam can't really attack. He actually just wants to draw a combat trick here.
Yes.
Now, this is the part of the game where Alex is supposed to take over. He's supposed to be playing 5 and 6 drops and just outclassing Adam Boyling, but he can't. He has to just pass the turn back again. Is that another Hopeful Eidolon?
I think so.
God, Adam's deck is insane.
quite
That deck
good.
is
It's quite good.
awesome. Look at the cards he's played this game. God's Willing, double Hopeful Eidolon, a Cron Phalanx, Vanguard of Primaz, and a rare.
Yeah, it's Soldier of the Pantheon.
It's just like. Now, Alex being at 24 life matters pretty big here too, because Adam has really no plan to try to like use his glimpse to try to, power through some big hit. It's just, right now he's just kind of stuck sitting there. Vanguard attacks.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy block, right?
I think so.
So his plan here is to use Bolt of Keranos to 2-for-1 himself to get rid of a creature that couldn't attack anyway.
Gets this cry?
I mean, I can't say I love that plan.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can bluff. Ooh, a Rising Chimera.
Wow, that was...
Now there's a flying attacker.
And he gets to
And
gain
some
a life
gain,
here, too. Yeah, now, again, it's not super relevant at the moment, but now Alexander Hayne gets to start beating down. He draws Annex and Simedi. That's the kind of card you want to have with a whole lot of creatures, too,
I'm going to blow Elspeth's ultimate 2 cards. I'm going to take all my creatures.
He doesn't have quite enough mana to put the Hopeful Eidolon on it right now.
Yep.
Adam Boyling still has some game here, but his hand is getting a little bit depleted.
So you think his line is Hopeful Eidolon, Annex, and Samedi next turn? Then he's got a big first striker
Yeah.
that he can start attacking with?
Yeah.
I mean, he could have Eidoloned up the Phalanx to get it to 5/5, but I think at this point Alex would double block it, and that would work.
Absolutely. Also, if he waits a turn on Annex and Simedi, remember, it'll have first strike. It'll be a 4/4, and then in subsequent turns, he can just start dumping all his mana into a Crone Phalanx and making it so that Alex can just never block the thing. I mean, then it'll be like a 5/5 or a 6/6, or maybe not a 6/6, but it'll have 6 power and first strike, which is just incredibly tough to block. I mean, even lands are good here for Adam at this point.
You said you're an educator?
Impetuous Sunchaser, not as good.
Best.
No. Kind of bad.
Oh my god. Okay, we should talk about the
But I kind of
He's
like
pumped up by both his other creatures. It's not awful.
Yeah, that's true.
good relationship with
And it could hold off, I mean, worst case, it holds off the,
Trades for Chimera.
well, it holds it off at least.
Yeah. Threatens to trade.
Yeah. Looks like KYT's through as well. He's at 8-1.
All right, here's Eidolon on Annex and Samedi,
I like
which we were
this.
expecting. He's saying, can I have this? Because Hayne is bluffing a Nullify.
Uh-huh.
We know how Hayne feels about double blue spells.
Yeah,
There's no way he
has a Nullify in his pool, not in his deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Doesn't stop him from bluffing it, though.
No.
And Adam thought, he would not have been surprised at Nullify there. Clearly asking permission for his Hopeful Eidolon.
Well, now we've discovered that he's not going to play this Impetuous Sunchaser, because if he was, he would have played it before he played that Hopeful Eidolon, so that it would have made sure to get the pump on the flyer. So he's either going to hold it in his hand or play it second main phase and use it as a potential blocker, something. All right, attack with both. And another quick read there for Alexander Hayne. So he got a heroic trigger.
Right, so the Phalanx is 5
Yes.
power, does not have first strike.
Has trample, though.
Yeah, I think you double block Phalanx.
Yeah, man, this is where Adam Boyling needs a trick really, really badly.
We know he doesn't have a trick.
it.
Alex
Yeah.
knows he doesn't have a trick because he called a bluff on a previous turn.
Yeah.
Adam declined an attack with a Phalanx in a spot where any trick would have been amazing.
Yeah, I don't like that attack there because that Phalanx is his long game. I mean, that
You would have attacked with just Annex?
Yeah, because I think that the Phalanx is a place where no matter what Adam's draws are for the rest of the game, he can just start dumping mana into it. And just keep attacking with Annex and Simedi. I mean, that's a huge issue. Remember, Adam Boyling's jumping up to 23. It's not like Alex is closing out his life total here. If the board states stay the same with Adam Boyling having 6 lands and an Acron Phalanx, plus his life-linking Vigilant
First striker.
4-power first striker, I think that benefits Adam because it's just at some point Alex has to start blocking and can't even draw things big enough to get in the way.
Game 1 was a nice touch.
I mean, Adam's still ahead on this board.
He's a great guy.
He is.
So I'll get out of here.
I just like being a header. All right, here's Impetuous Sunchaser now. I'm not sure what his play is. Oh, that's why. Okay, so he drew Fearsome Temper. He's going to put it on Axe Inside Media. That's going to get a trigger here. And actually, he's just got attacks across the board if he wants them.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty clear to Adam now that Alexander Hayne doesn't have anything. Combat tricks would have been used on Setessan Oathsworn. Counterspells would have countered stuff. So in they come. Well, Adam Boyling certainly found another place to put his mana. Fearsome Temper is going to be a big problem for Alexander Hayne because, you know, his game plan of finding something huge to cast that can actually block, maybe 2 something huges, goes out the door.
That was 10 damage. Looks like Alex just took it all.
Yeah, so things actually looking quite good for Adam here. Fearsome Temper potentially doing a lot of work here.
Horizon Chimera is staying home now.
So he's going to use that to just eat the Impetuous Sunchaser, though it's slightly risky.
Yeah.
You know, if Adam attacks, or even if he doesn't, if Adam targets Annex and Cymedia, he can make a trade there, which I think Adam would be perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
All right, so Adam says, actually was just going to go to combat, and it looks like Alex said, wait a second. So now maybe Adam's thinking, oh, Sudden Storm something. But, you know, if Alex doesn't use it, then it's kind of like the bluff doesn't matter, right?
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so he's doing the old post-attack glimpse. And this could be for lethal pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He targeted Annex.
Yeah, he did. And Annex is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I got 11.
I got 11.
It's not 12. Still a lot, though.
It is still a ton. Remember, scry one as well on Glimpse the Sun God.
Trigger Heroic. 3, 4, 11, 10, 11 again.
Okay. I mean, I think I would like that play to happen when it was a game winner, probably. But I guess putting him to 1 is pretty good.
Yeah, you put him to 1. You get a scry. I like it there. He had nothing else to do on this turn.
Okay.
I like it. Hayne does gain 1 off the Horizon Chimera.
And it's
dead already if it wasn't for that.
And Adam actually gets to pick which creature he kills too, because he can make the other 2 not be able to block Onyx and Cymedia, and then force Hayne to throw, for example, the Horizon Chimera in front of it or something along those lines.
Can't block.
Yep.
Well, he actually made it so that it can't block it. I think I would probably make the Setessan Oathsworn not be able to block it there, but fair game.
Yeah, it's you can't block me, right?
Oh, so that's
Adam
why.
thought it was you can't block.
He thought it was you can't block. So that makes more sense. If he read the card that way, then his play makes more sense. But that's not how it works.
But yeah, in fact, he just gets his Sunchaser eaten.
Yes.
Annex and Samidi get chumped. Well,
but he adds another lethal attacker to the board
Hayne
here.
took 1 from the Eidolon, gains 1.
Yeah, Hayne needs to find something immediately. He's drawn 100 lands here. Ferris Band Centaurs out of the board is a perfectly good addition to the deck, but I don't think it's going to get it done here. He can make 2 things not be able to block. Now he can actually still only get in for 1, though. Wow, Perforos's Emissary, though, is actually
lethal.
still not going to do it.
Oh.
He can double block
takes
and
2
then
from Eidolon.
Oh, he does take 2. That does. That still doesn't do it, though, because he's at 3 because of his draw step.
He's obliged to block Traveling Philosopher, which is now 3 power.
Yep. And he scoops it up.
Yeah, he could have chumped, and I think survived. But
well, he has to double block
Annex and
Cymedi.
But then block Traveling Philosopher, and then take 2 from Hopeful Eidolon.
Yeah, and then
everybody's dead.
And everybody's
There's
dead.
nothing. He's not drawing to anything.
No. So that's going to do it here from day 1 in